Beloved, how we doing? How we doing? Coming with a little Moonology reading for you. A little oracle message from the Moonology deck. What does Spirit need you to know today? What does Spirit need you to call in? And what does Spirit need you to release? Oh, we got a few cards here. Let's go with what's there. And we'll take what's on the bottom of your deck. Okay, so Spirit is saying self-regulation, forgiveness, take a breath. Oh, beloved, this is going to break my heart to say it out loud, but you are being too hard on yourself. You're being too hard on yourself. And the card at the bottom of the deck is saying change your tune. You're being too hard on yourself. Why do I say that? Because basically we've got forgiveness out on the table, full moon energy and forgiveness. So and instantly I just felt like I dropped into like, it's almost like you've been putting too much pressure on yourself about a situation. You've been logically, analytically, critically thinking about the situation over and over and over. And it's become quite burdensome. When the answer is probably very, very simple, okay? But Spirit is saying access and harness the energy of the full moon, the feminine, the tenderness, the sort of like the present energy of Horus, okay? Access that energy and forgive yourself. Release that energy, because actually releasing that energy means that you are self-regulating yourself. You are releasing those emotions that don't serve your highest good. You're releasing those emotions that are blocking your next steps. You are releasing those emotions that are literally pausing your next highest timeline. 404 as I say that. Spirit wants you to dance, beloved. I don't care if you're a professional dancer or someone that just likes to dance at home in the mirror or in the shower. Dance, take a breath and breathe. Release the burden of trying to control everything, because at the minute you are trying to regulate yourself, but what you're not doing is you're not allowing yourself to be free. You're not allowing yourself to just soar and just fly like a flock of birds in the sky. It's like the birds, they do this beautiful murmuration, they're just like a wave in the sky. They just flow and just dance, and they sing, and then they dip and they dive. You're not allowing yourself to be free, beloved. You're trying to regulate yourself so much. You're becoming quite rigid. You're becoming like very boxed in, but we don't live in a box. Well, we might live in a box, which is a house, but we know that energy is forever expanding. It encompasses the walls that we're in, the car that we're in, the buildings, everything, hey? Forgive yourself, because there's no need to hold on to that energy. And Spirit's saying change your tune. So yeah, absolutely. Once you forgive yourself and you allow yourself to breathe, you allow yourself to move, you take the deep pranic breaths that you need to bring your chi back into balance, that's when your tune will change. That is when you will be serenading. I was going to say you'll be serenaded. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. So I was going to say that's when you'll be serenaded by the moonlight, but it was going to come out as if someone was going to come in and serenade you under the moonlight. So maybe this has to do with somebody that's coming in. Maybe this is to do with a love that's coming in, a love that's coming in that maybe you don't feel worthy enough to receive it. And you haven't forgiven yourself from past traumas that you went through in the past relationship, maybe. And because you're not forgiving yourself, you're not breathing. But Spirit's saying, baby, take a breath. Let's do some self-regulation. What do the angels have to say about this? What do the angels have to say about this? The angels need to say something, I'm sure. What do they want to say? It's too many, it's too many, it's too many. What do the angels have to support? Just to support the person listening, the collective about this reading. Okay. 040. Wow, look at that. 0404. The gut feeling, intuition, betrayal, pessimism, relating, value, insight, increased perception, love, monogamy. I'm telling you. I knew it. Baby, chosen. I knew it. Let me just read what the card says. I'm just going to try not to get too excited because I'm getting really excited right now. I'm really getting excited. And the card at the bottom of the deck was compromise, and we'll get to that as well. I'm getting really excited, right? Because this card is saying, follow your gut. It's more than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. Remember, you also bring value to the table. Treat others with respect or else karma will bite your ass. 3 is a word, okay? So it's almost, it's giving the energy of like you need to forgive yourself from your past, okay? And as I said that, like literally felt like my throat chakra was fumbling down. So this person can't actually speak to you. Like they know that you're the one, but every time they think about coming forward to speak to you, like literally their throat chakra just collapses. So it was like I uploaded another reading where I was talking about someone going through a tower. So this would make sense actually. So they're going through a tower moment to improve their throat chakra so that their throat chakra becomes strong enough to speak to you, to hold conversations with you, okay, about you being together and about the future and about, likes, dislikes, ambitions, etc. But basically, Spirit is saying that you need to regulate yourself because what you're doing at the minute is that you're trying to not focus on forgiving yourself, which is putting you into a dysregulated state. But you need to self-regulate. How do you do that? By grounding, by meditating, by just closing your eyes down for a moment, by maybe listening to some angel high frequency music, and also by breathing, bringing in prana into your body, into your temple, okay? Bringing that breath in, because Spirit is saying that once you breathe, beloved, your tune is going to change. You are going to see the hangman. You're going to have a illumination, a brighter perspective on things because you've got that gut feeling about this person, about this situation, but you're not talking. You're shut down your throat chakra, and Spirit doesn't want you to shut down your throat chakra. Because the final angel card that came out was 0707, compromise, self-awareness, forgiveness, professionalism, empathy, tenacity, and freedom. Let go of what no longer serves you. Stop holding on to grudges. Express your emotions and aim towards a compromise. Where there's a lack of understanding, it's best to just move on. The truth will set you free. Absolutely free. Absolutely. So the truth is that you need to forgive yourself for the past. From your past traumas, follow your gut feeling towards this situation or person, okay? And you need to breathe so that you can self-regulate because you're dysregulated at the minute because you're stuck in your head, beating on yourself. It's like self-flagellating yourself. Don't do that. What's the point in doing that? Do you understand what I mean? Don't do that, hey? And once you stop self-flagellating, you actually breathe and you actually come into your body and, you connect with the earth. You will start to play a different tune. You would have changed your tune. You would have played a different tune because at the end of the day, where you are at the minute, the tune's been playing like that for a while. The tune's been playing like that for a few years. I hope this message found you well and it resonated in some way, shape or form. Leave a comment below.